Hey guys, Adam Fennig here with Fennig Equipment. You're tuned into the Talking Shed. Today, we're going to go over this 10-foot BBI Liberty spreader that just came in. This one is an ISO rate controller hydraulic drive. So it's a self-contained system, meaning this PTO shaft runs this hydraulic pump through this oil reservoir to run this machine completely. We've talked about some spreaders that have maybe a ground drive contact wheel here with PTO spinners. That's not the case on this one. We've got a PTO shaft still, but that PTO shaft just runs a pump. So it's a full hydraulic, self-contained is how we call this spreader. And the Liberties, as you know, they're capable of doing both lime and fertilizer. And that is because of the wider chain that we've got here. We did a video the other day on the Trooper, but if you come in here and look, we've got a much wider chain that allows us to shovel heavy loads of lime back onto the spreaders. So this one is ISO rate controller. It's got a T-Jet IC18 rate controller hidden underneath that pump. So you just plug this into your tractor and that rate controller populates up on your screen. So we've got a clevis or pennel style hitch here that can be adapted to whatever you would like. Of course, the oil reservoir is here. This control valve right here controls the oil flow to whether the web needs to spin faster or slower based on your speed. So this unit has got the 500 tires on it, is what we call them. They're 500, 45, 22 and a half. They've got a really nice tread pattern. They're more of a flotation style tire. So whenever you're out there spreading, you're not doing a lot of compaction at the same time. This one has got a walking tandem underneath it. So this one is what I would call pretty well spec'd out. I mean, it's got the walking tandems, it's got the shiny stainless, it's got the self-contained hydraulics with the ISO rate controller. So this thing is pretty well top of the line when it comes to its class of spreaders. The only spreader above this one would be the BBI Magna spread, and that's a 16-foot long box. For the average farmer wanting to take control of their lime and fertilizer, this Liberty is where it's at. So if we come back here, we do have stainless steel spinner dishes, stainless steel fins, and you can see up here we've got a hydraulic motor over top each one. That's part of the reason why we can get to 80-foot spread with our fertilizer and 60 foot of lime. We've got an extremely efficient hydraulic system, meaning we get a lot of work out of it without creating too much heat. So you can go out to the field, spread, load, and you won't be heating up or burning up the motors. So we've got the LED lights back here. We've got full adjustment to get the best spread pattern. You can turn this dial to move where your product falls on the fins, and that's going to allow you to pan test this spreader to get an extremely even and uniform pattern. That's what BBI is known for. So right here is our tandem gear case. So when you put heavy loads of product, whether it's lime or fertilizer, on that web, everyone's fear is, am I going to be able to get that thing to turn? Well, fear not, because we put the tandem gear case on all these higher spec Liberties to have added torque to be able to spin that web under high loads. We've got an RPM sensor here. That is what reads the revolutions of your web, and it talks up to your rate controller to tell it your actual rate. So we've got our nice stainless steel hydraulic hard lines ran back. You can see all of our 4 mount points on the frame. Extremely high quality spreader here from BBI. If you are looking to add scales, we do have scales as an option. This particular unit over here has got scales. There's 1 load cell per mount, and then up front here we've got a nice screen that you can look back and see how much product you have got left. So we've got a few of these BBI Liberties here available at Fennig Equipment in Coldwater, Ohio. So if you're looking to take control of your lime and fertilizer and you want a top-of-the-line spreader, give Fennig Equipment a call and ask us about the self-contained Liberties. That's what we're doing today, and thanks for tuning in.